Hey guys, Liz here of ProjectPanty.com. Hi! So I decided to revamp my YouTube, and so I'll be doing more reviews here, more first impressions and tests, product tests, so that you guys can see what I've been trying out, what I've been loving, and what I maybe not be liking so much. So for the first video of this revamped Project Vanity YouTube, I want to talk about my top 5 favorite liquid foundations. Now, I love liquid foundations. They just make my skin look so good. Even though I'm having a bad skin day, they can do so much. And even when I do have good skin, I can still wear them since they just enhance whatever my skin is right now. So, I want to talk about my top 5 full coverage, long wearing liquid foundations. These are tried and tested. These are some of my favorite products that I would use whenever I need full coverage all day wear. So, let's begin. So this is a hot foundation right now. Everyone's been raving about it. And, you know, at first I wasn't sure. Parang I was thinking, nako, hindi to masyadong maganda kasi malamang hype lang. Pero hindi naman, guys. To be honest, it's a very good foundation. For the price, it's just 3.99 pesos. You really can't complain. And it is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. So this is a really popular foundation right now kasi ang ganda ng staying power niya. Kasi ang ganda ng finish niya. As you can see, as I'm applying it, it does really enhance skin. Kahit na full coverage siya, hindi siya mukhang parang sobrang kapal ng makeup mo. Natural pa rin, as it were, you know, considering you're wearing liquid foundation. And as for staying powers, it stays for as long as 10 hours on me with minimal fading and creasing. So I have oily combination skin. It does look really good when set with powder, when layered with other products. So yeah, this is definitely a top foundation for a reason. Hindi lang siya hype. Kasi ang ganda niya. And $3.99, guys, seriously, this is a pretty good find. Yung catch lang dito is that nag-oxidize siya. Like, it will oxidize at least one shade. So, if I were you, when you go to the store, test it on your face. Don't just do the swatches. Make sure that you test it para you can see how it really looks like on your skin. I got the shade 228. This is 228. And it suits me naman. Parang paglagay ko sa kanya, it's just about my skin tone. Pero as the time goes by, it kinda oxidizes and turns darker, which is still kind of manageable for me since I have a darker neck, so it works out later on. Some people complain na nag-break out sila when they use the Fit Me. So that's another thing to watch out for if you have sensitive skin, baka hindi to appropriate for you. So again, test it, make sure the shade is right, make sure you don't break out, or at least try wearing it all day bago mag-commit kasi medyo tricky siya. Nevertheless, I find it to be a good foundation if you can get over those hurdles. My next top foundation is the Revlon Colorstay Makeup for Oily to Combination Skin. Now, this one is a reformulation of their time-tested classic. And this time, meron na siyang pump. Now, this has a few shades available. Medyo tricky lang siya for me kasi itong ginagamit ko is 240 medium beige. And honestly, medyo maputi sa akin. But kinda adjusts to my skin tone later on. And I usually just mix it with a darker Revlon Colorstay foundation. So parang one shade darker yung minimix ko para mag-adjust siya to my skin tone. But yeah, I think that if you can find a good shade match here, or if you don't mind mixing, the formulation of this one is really good. It stays on about 10 hours din on me with minimal fading or creasing. Again, I have oily combination skin. Maganda rin dito how it adheres to the skin. Hindi siya mukhang cakey. You get that coverage, pero hindi siya cakey, hindi siya parang mask. So that's a good thing. It doesn't feel heavy. It still feels kind of lightweight for me. I forgot the exact price of this. It's probably around 800 to 900 pesos. So not so bad for a drugstore foundation. Mas mura syempre yung Maybelline. Pero I like the coverage of this one better. So yeah, this is a pretty good formulation for oily combination skin. NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Now, this foundation, sobrang misleading ng name niya. Kasi when you say luminous weightless foundation, you think, oh, sobrang light. The coverage might even be a little bit sheer. But this is not sheer, guys. The coverage of this one is also quite full. Okay yung staying power niya. It stays on 10 to 12 hours even. Like, it really sticks like second skin. I really like, when you apply this, pag binland mo na, saka mo makikita yung coverage niya. And talagang all day siya, as promised on the label. It does make your skin look a little bit glowy, but it's predominantly a matte foundation for me. I think it looks great. kahit na matte siya, kasi hindi siya yung tipong flat na matte na foundation. So, this is what I would normally wear pag may event ako or may photo shoot, kasi ang ganda niya talaga sa skin, as in, it's super photogenic and it just stays on. Kahit napawisan ka, parang hindi namumuo yung pawis, parang it just kind of goes through the foundation, which is, you know, the marvel of technology in high-end bases. So yeah, definitely try this out if you need truly full coverage, if you want a matte finish and all-day wear that doesn't feel heavy on your skin at all. This is probably the newest find for me so far. It's a classic, pero na-try ko lang siya recently. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. So guys, I get the raves. The shade I'm wearing is 3W0 Warm Cream. It is a bit light when I apply it, but kind of adjusts to my skin tone. I wouldn't say it oxidizes majorly, but it just darkens a little bit to adjust to my skin. So hindi siya sobrang puti, even though it looks kind of light in this video. So finally, try ko na siya and it does not disappoint. It's a really nice liquid foundation. Full coverage as well, but doesn't look like I have a lot of coverage on. Alam niyo yun? Alam niyo when you wear foundation na parang it still looks like skin even though you're getting all that coverage. And it does wear all freaking day. Parang the longest I've worn this is about 12 hours and there's very minimal creasing and fading. Syempre, I still get oily. Actually, as with all the foundations I mentioned, I would still get oily kasi syempre, you know, oil production is not something you can really change. I still get oily in 3 hours. Of course, when you're wearing any kind of base makeup, it's really important to maintain it. So, you know, blot, powder, all these things are necessary if you want your foundation to last. So even if you're wearing mga high-end, full coverage, long-wearing foundations, you still need to do that. And for me, this one is fairly low maintenance. I do oil up, but it's low maintenance. And wala, ang ganda lang sa skin all day. Parang as you wear it, parang mas lalo siyang gumaganda. Alam mo yun? So I really love this particular foundation. Definitely try this out if you want, again, a weightless foundation, doesn't feel thick, something that offers full coverage and stays on all day. Super nice. Last but not the least in my list, it's the one that I'm actually wearing on my skin right now. You might notice that I have a really flawless base. It's because of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Foundation. So, out of all the foundations na na-review ko, ito yung pinaka-long wearing, pinaka-matindi, pinaka-full coverage na foundation that I've ever personally tried. Like before, it was NARS. Parang yung coverage ng NARS was like kind of intense na for me. Pero sobra to, guys. As in, I'm applying it right now. A little goes a long way. I did not really put a lot of product on the sponge, pero when I applied it on my face, as in, oh my god, it just covers everything. So you might notice I have a bit of redness, some bumps on my skin, and I have a big blemish on the left side of my face. But tanggal sila lahat with the all-nighter of Urban Decay. Grabe, sobrang full coverage and sobrang matte ng finish niya. I love this since it just really stays on. I think I've worn this longest mga 14 hours or 15 hours and it just barely moved. As in, sobra siya mag-set on me. I usually apply it with a beauty blender kasi pag ginamitan ko siya ng brush, masyado siyang matigas. Yung texture niya itself is kind of sets really fast and it doesn't, it's not super blendable if you're gonna use a brush or even your fingers. Parang it'll just look super cakey and it will set on fine lines and pores. But if you use it with a wet beauty blender, with a damp beauty blender, it blends like a dream. So it does have its limitation. It's kind of hard to apply. Well, it can be a bit challenging to apply. So you do need a beauty blender for that. So medyo choosy siya sa may tools. The catch. Okay, the catch is this also oxidizes. I got the shade 4.0. But it kind of darkens a little bit, but not so much naman as the Maybelline. Also, another catch, binili ko to in Kuala Lumpur. A really good price, parang 1.9 or 1.7 lang yata bili ko dito. So, I was able to choose my shade. So yeah, I highly recommend you testing this first kasi it might oxidize on you as well. Another thing is that this is definitely not an everyday foundation kasi masyado siyang full coverage. Like talagang everything on your face will go away if you wear this. And I think that might be a little bit too much. Like the other foundations I tried don't look mask-like. This one can look mask-like, even when you blend it really well. It looks fantastic in the video, of course. In the photos, it looks great. So I would wear this to shoots. I would not wear this for daily makeup. Kasi in person, it really looks you know, like you've got foundation on. So that might be problematic for people who do prefer a more natural looking foundation. Kahit na full coverage siya, syempre you can still adjust it. One remedy that you can do is to mix the all-nighter with a facial oil. And I would recommend something like the In Her Element Pure Squalane Facial Oil. Now, this one is 100% squalane facial oil. Sobrang lightweight niya for skin. Super rich in antioxidants yung squalane, which is why it's really nice as a skincare facial oil. Pero it can also be mixed with makeup since it's scentless, it's lightweight, as you can see, and really gets absorbed by the skin. So perfect siya for mixing with your liquid foundation. No? Ayan, absorb na agad yung oil. So kahit na full coverage siya, pwede mo pa naman siyang i-tweak. So I don't think I wasted my money on this. Definitely one of my favorite foundations. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can subscribe to our channel. I just really want to transform the Project Banty YouTube into something a lot more engaging and a lot more fun. So I hope na you can also recommend topics for me to talk about. Kasi I really enjoy doing videos. Actually, I go live on our Facebook page, the Project Banty Facebook page, a few times a week, so you can get ready with me while I go to events or meetings. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for reading projectbanty.com, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!